Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode from Scrapyard Rescue. Today we're back on the GMC. We're going to do a couple things we want to do today. First of all, we're going to see if we can get air in these tires. I'm hoping we can get some of them pumped up so I don't have to buy tires. We've got to get this thing out of this field and up there by the house on the driveway before the weather really gets bad. Otherwise, I'm going to have to leave it sit all winter. Second thing, I want to apologize for those other videos I've done on this, that they turned out so crappy. I had forgotten that my phone only records about 39 minutes of video and then it shuts itself off. So if I'm not paying attention to the phone, I don't know it's turned off, and I could go for a half an hour and doing stuff with the camera turned off. So that's what happened. And then I mixed up the two parts of the one video, and it was a whole mess. I apologize for that. Hopefully I can do better from now on, so these videos just aren't totally stupid. But first thing we're gonna do is try to get this tire pumped up. My air compressor, I have to bring it out here. There's no power out here, so I got it filled up, and I can hear it leaking. So I got to get some air in this tire right away, see if it's going to work, and then we'll go from there with some other stuff we got going. So. The reason I don't really want to have to change tires on this thing for now anyway is because these are split rims, which means I'm going to have to get these tires off, and then I'm going to have to take them to a tire store that does, trucks and big trucks that has the stuff to do split rims. And then this came off now and it's not working, so I don't know. Maybe we can get in here. No, I can't. Well, that was the end of that one. It had an extension on the thing. I just tried to put the extension on and it fell inside the tire in the rim there somewhere and disappeared. So that tire's not going to get any air in it. We'll go over to this other one real quick and see what happens over here. Well, so far this tire is it's holding some air. It's pumping up. How long it'll hold that air is anybody's guess, but That tire held air. Wonder what will happen on this back one. I don't know how much air I got left. About 30 pounds. I might be able to get something in here. Well, those two tires both held air. I think I could probably get this one to hold air too if I hadn't lost that piece in there. I don't know how to get that thing off. I'm probably going to have to go ahead and jack this up, pull the tire off, figure out how to get that valve stem back where I can get some air in it. It went somewhere in there. I don't know where, but that tire actually held air. So far. Okay. A couple other things we got to do today. I got to figure out where the carburetor's leaking. It's leaking pretty bad. When I pour gas in it to get it started, it'll start and it'll run as long as there's gas in there, but it's leaking out really bad on it. I'm hoping it's just the base gasket, that it doesn't have a crack. It actually looks like it's leaking out of the studs where it's bolted down, so it may be that it's just coming up through there. And but I'm gonna crawl up there, pull the carburetor off, take a look, see if I can see what's wrong with it. Hopefully, like I said, we just got to replace the base gasket and I can get fuel in there. I brought out a remote tank the other day, but then the battery went dead when I was trying to see if that would work, so I gave up on that. But I'm going to go ahead and get that going, and we'll kind of see what's going on with that. Okay, I found out the problem with the carburetor. It's not the base gasket that's leaking. It's the carburetor gasket to the base plate is leaking. And what the problem is, I just crawled up in there and looked at it. The 4 screws that hold the carburetor to the base plate are so buggered up that obviously somebody's been mucking around with that thing for a while. They're completely stripped off. Can barely get a screwdriver in there. I tightened them a little bit, and it helped a little bit, but I still can't get it, and I can't tighten the screws anymore. So before I leave today, I'm going to pull those screws out, and I'll go to the hardware store, and I'll get some Allen head screws that I can put down in there. I'll put those in first and see if we can stop the leak. And if I can stop the leak, then that's all set. I don't want to have to take the carburetor off and do a bunch of stuff if it's not necessary. This vehicle is going to be for sale. It's going to be a project. I just want to get it running and get it up there, so if somebody comes to buy it, they can drive it up on a trailer and hit the road. So the less we have to do, the better. So I'm right now, the keys have been lost, but I got a new ignition lock set for it, so I'm going to hop inside, see if I can get that to fit in there. And hopefully we could get a key in there and we could start trying to start it with the key instead of, you know, the redneck key that I've been using. So I'm going to work on that for a while. I don't know how that'll go, so we'll get back with you in a few minutes if it goes good, and we'll see what happens with that. Hey guys, okay, we've been messing around with the new ignition switch I got, and of course I got the lock part, the key with the key to put into it. So I've got the ignition out, I put the key, the lock part in. It doesn't turn, it doesn't work, but that doesn't surprise me at all, you know, that it doesn't work. It looks like the old one. I mean, it fits in there, it slides in like it's supposed to, you know, it clicks in, but the key doesn't turn in it. So I got to take that back and try to get a new one. And with this ignition key, I tried to buy the whole set. You can't buy the whole set. You have to buy both pieces separate. So I have to buy the ignition, and then I got to buy the key, the lock set, and put them together. Well, there was nothing wrong with the ignition, so there's no keys, so I bought the key thing, and they don't fit, they don't work together. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump start it again, and I'm going to see if I can get it to run off of the remote tank with the fuel pump, see if the fuel pump's actually working. I was trying to do that the other day, and the battery went dead, so I'm just going to work on that. I got air in 2 of the tires, and then I ran out of air. So I get another tank of air. I should be able to pump up, have 3 pumped up tires. The back one over there on the passenger side is split, so I have to pull that off and get a new tire. But we're going to go ahead and see if we can get it to fire up and run for a while off the remote tank, and we'll see what happens. I got to get my redneck screwdriver. All right. Wow. That's pretty good. Dang it. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep priming it a little bit here to know if I brought a funnel with or not. I thought I did. guess we'll just use this. I didn't bring a funnel, so I can't pump the gas out of there. That was kind of weird. I don't know what all that weird noise was. Almost. Hey, it might be getting some gas up there finally. Well guys, it's running. It's pumping fuel out of the remote. Actually runs pretty good. 27 years sitting here in this field and it's idling. Wow. We got it, guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this little video here. This is what I was kind of hoping for today. It's running on its own. It's pumping its own fuel. What I'll do next is I'll hook the fuel line back up, put a filter on it, and we'll put some fuel in the tank, and we'll see if it comes up, if it goes through that way and stuff. But I'm not going to let it run too long. There's no water in it, so I gotta got to get a radiator hose and we'll put some water in it and we'll get it fired up. I'll bring some more air out, get some things in here. We'll see if we can drive this thing. That'll be cool. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, give me the thumbs up, and leave any comments down below, and I will answer all the comments. And we're going to say goodbye, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.